you haven't been there, you're welcome to come. But everybody knows Las Vegas. You know that's the main revenue generator for our state? Tourism and travel. Tourism and travel. Do you know what happens when you impose high tariffs, reciprocal tariffs on some of our allies like Canada? That means we're not seeing people traveling, international traveling, coming to Las Vegas and to this country. Do you know the United States benefits $12 billion from international travelers? Over $20 billion annually in 2024. That's not happening now. I can tell you, in my state, as I talk to folks in my hotels and casinos, and I talk to individuals who are focused on travel and tourism, we are not seeing that. We are seeing a downturn in the types of travel coming to Las Vegas. It is having a negative impact, not just directly for those businesses, but indirectly for the small businesses. And by the way, Donald Trump may think this is a short-term hurt, but what he doesn't realize is 90% of American small businesses say trade is an important function for their growth. And they have a profit margin that is very slim. They are not going to be able to survive whatever Donald Trump thinks that this is some short-term hurt. Small businesses, which are the backbone of our economy, are getting crushed right now. I know it because I just heard from my small businesses. One of them lost a contract with a Canadian contractor. We're seeing it all the time. Any of my small businesses that directly or indirectly deal in tourism travel, they're getting crushed. The tariffs, the policies of the Senate Republicans thinking they can add to the deficit and the debt to pay for, to help billionaires and the wealthy in this country on the backs of the American people and small businesses, it's just disgusting and outrageous.
Hello guys, and welcome to the Joy Report. In today's video, we're going to talk about how the US tourism industry, especially in places like Vegas, is falling apart and why Trump's disastrous policies are to blame. From rising inflation to reckless tariffs and anti-immigrant rhetoric, Trump has created an environment where international tourists no longer feel safe or welcome, and even Americans are struggling to afford a simple weekend getaway. We are seeing the early signs of recession, and cities that depend on tourism are paying the price. Let's talk about why Vegas, once the ultimate playground, is now turning into a ghost town. If this is the kind of content you enjoy, please consider subscribing, liking and sharing so that YouTube may recommend it to a wider audience. And so now, without further ado guys, let's go straight into this video. But first, let me play you a few videos on this matter and I'll come back with my commentary. As a side note, all credit goes to the creators of these videos.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but Vegas is going broke. So there's nothing to happen to keep there. Patriots, check in. This is Secret Service Sam, president of TikTok and the #1 comedy journalist here on these interwebs. Thanks to you guys. Oh my God. This just in, Vegas is panicking. They at MGM is laying off workers, allegedly left and right. Why? People are scared to come to the U.S. Now, Trump said it was just nationalism, and maybe some of you smarter ones can help me out. Is that just meaning they love their country so much they don't want to leave? They don't want to go to anybody else's country. Ours is huge. It's great. Tourism is great. It's not. Vegas people, all my patriots in Vegas and Zizix, in XXZX, let me know, is Vegas dead? I've seen people saying that you go to Vegas, now outside of WWE, the WrestleMania was crazy, of course, but outside of that, Vegas is ghost down. Tourism is down because people are scared to come to the USA, allegedly from other countries, because they might not, they don't know. They just don't know. It's uncertainty. And frankly, if you're going on a vacation, the last thing you want to do is worry about getting home. Am I right? Patriots, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm not a big Vegas fan anyway. Honestly, it's a bunch of people acting like they're doing more than they actually are. Bunch of bug shug, expensive restaurants. The shows are very expensive. It's loud. It's the worst place in the world to have a hangover. Like to walk down here, ding, ding, bing, bing, bong, bing, bing. You're like, oh my God, please, where's the coffee?
So have you seen what's happening in Vegas? There's videos going viral right now showing that's a complete ghost town. Like there's absolutely nobody out or vacationing there. And at almost every single hotel, employees are getting laid off, except for Aria and Bellagio, and you have hotels like Excalibur that fired employees and shut down their buffets. And there's rumors that executives either stepped down or resigned. And this is all after hotel fees, parking fees being raised twice. But yeah, this is how it looks right now. Look at this. Look at this.
We're in Vegas.
Like absolutely nobody.
This is supposed to be the city that never sleeps. But
It's
there's
crazy.
like literally no one around here at all. And on our
It's just
all
a
of our
ghost
walks
town.
pretty much tonight, we've seen nobody. So I don't know. Is Vegas slowly dying out?
Have you heard about this? Why is Vegas so empty right now? Why is no one vacationing in Las Vegas right now? Mind you, when I travel to Vegas, it's always jam-packed. The strip is always hopping. Things are popping. Things are happening. People are just everywhere. But there are videos that are circulating all over that are showing Vegas and the Vegas Strip empty. Could it be the fact, with all the issues that planes have been having lately and all the wildfires we've been experiencing, could that be playing a role as to why Vegas is empty?
Once upon a time, Las Vegas was the go-to destination for thrill seekers, bachelor parties, high rollers, and anyone looking to live large for a weekend. Flashing lights, luxury hotels, bustling casinos, sold-out concerts. Vegas had it all. But something's changed. The magic is fading. Tourists are vanishing. And it's not just a Vegas problem. This is happening across the United States. Tourism in America is on a downward spiral, and there's one man whose policies lead the march. The signs are everywhere. Empty hotel rooms, sluggish airport traffic, and international visitors choosing literally anywhere else. And when people do speak up, they're clear. It's not just the price hikes or a few airline fees. They're staying away because of how Trump has made the US feel expensive, unsafe, unwelcoming, and straight up hostile. The United States, the country that once prided itself on being a global tourist magnet, is now being skipped over for places like Italy and Brazil. Not because they're cheaper, although many are, but because they feel safer, more peaceful, and frankly, more worth it. Vegas thrives on people spending freely, on shows, gambling, fine dining, and nightlife. But now, fewer people are walking through those casino doors. Hotel bookings are down. Event attendance is dropping. The city's pulse is fading. And without tourism, Vegas is dead. The question is, why? Let's not pretend like this is some mystery. Trump's reckless policies have done more damage than folks realize. His tariffs kicked off trade wars that raised the cost of everyday goods. Those extra costs trickle down and hit Americans where it hurts most, their wallets. Inflation has ballooned under his administration. And now, regular people don't have spare cash to throw around on vacations or long weekends in Vegas. When people are tightening their belts just to afford groceries and rent, the first thing to go to is entertainment. No one is flying cross-country to spend $300 a night on a hotel when they're worried about their next paycheck. And this isn't just a Vegas issue. This is across the board. Tourism is drying up everywhere. Trump lit this fire, and MAGA folks cheered him on while he poured gasoline on a whole economy. Let's talk about international tourists too. Remember when America was a dream destination? Well, that dream has turned into a nightmare for many. Canadians, their friendly neighbors to the north, are staying away too. Trump's regime pushed extreme nationalism and aggressive rhetoric that made countless people around the world feel like they are being shouted at instead of welcomed in. Immigration crackdowns, ICE raids, it all sent a message loud and clear. If you're not one of us, don't come. And guess what? People listened. Trump's America doesn't feel like a vacation. It feels like a risk. People are choosing other places instead. And why wouldn't they? The food's great, the culture's rich, and they don't have to worry about getting caught in some political chaos. And while Trump and his followers want to pretend this isn't happening, the numbers don't lie. International arrivals are down. Airline bookings to the US are down. Hotel revenues are slipping. And Vegas, the symbol of Americans' excess and fun, is feeling it hard. When you see empty tables at the poker rooms, discounted shows that used to be sold out for months, and staff layoffs at major resorts, you know something's gone wrong. The MAGA crowd will say, oh, it's the markets adjusting, or people just don't like traveling anymore. Nonsense. People are still traveling. They're just not traveling to America. They're traveling away from America. And here's the kicker. This is how recessions start. When everyday people don't have the money to spend on travel, leisure, or luxury, the businesses that rely on those dollars begin to shrink. Workers get laid off. Wages get cut. Cities like Vegas, which are completely built on tourism, start to unravel, and Trump's base, a lot of them work in service, hospitality, or entertainment. So even the people who cheered for his policies the loudest are now the ones getting hit hardest.
So this is a little bit on a personal observation and a personal note. I, of course, live here in Las Vegas, Sin City. And for years, I actually worked on the Strip. In March of 2020, I worked in management at the Paris Hotel Casino on the fabulous Las Vegas Strip. And here are videos of the night before everything shut down. The empty halls that are usually filled with tourists, the turned off slot machines with no one at it, the Las Vegas Boulevard empty. It was scary times, but we kind of got through it. I was out personally for 2 months. Some other friends I have in the industry were out longer, some were out less. But Vegas was hit hard by COVID, and we were just starting to come back, and it looks like Vegas is about to be hit hard again. The big casinos, MGM Resorts International, Caesars Entertainment, they're announcing layoffs. I'm seeing from friends and family and people I know, hours being cut, almost some of them to zero. MGM Resorts announced last week that they were going to be laying off all their concierge staff, except for the two at the two properties that are their high-end properties, the Bellagio and the Aria. Vegas is going to be hit hard, guys. People, friends, family in this town that work in the industry are going to be suffering. And these are direct results of two things. Donald Trump's foreign policy and his tariffs and corporate greed here in Vegas, because Vegas is no longer an inexpensive getaway. It's a trip to Disney World for adults. And with resort fees and charged parking and the price of generally everything down the Strip, Vegas isn't budget friendly anymore. You can't find budget friendly options. And we are about to enter the find out stage of the fuck around of corporations and the fuck around of the Trump administration.
Now, you can't separate Vegas from tourism. It is the tourism. The restaurants, the clubs, the shows, the conventions, it's all part of one giant ecosystem. And when that ecosystem stops being fed, it collapses. Hotel workers lose hours. Cocktail servers get cut. DJs and performers get fewer gigs. Taxi drivers see fewer fares. It's a domino effect. And all of this was avoidable if Trump hadn't launched a chaotic trade war, if he hadn't pushed away international allies and terrified global tourists with anti-immigrant hate. America wouldn't be here. But MAGA had to learn the hard way. They believed the hype. They thought America didn't need the world, that somehow they could insult, threaten, and bully their way to greatness. Now look, empty hotel rooms, quiet casino floors, tourists going literally anywhere else. This is what happens when you vote for chaos. Trump made America feel small, unstable, and hostile, and now tourists are avoiding it the way you avoid a bad neighborhood. He wrecked the economy, scared away the world, and made fun, freedom, and travel feel like luxuries the average person can't afford. And again, without tourism, Vegas is dead.
Las Vegas visitor statistics have been released by the LVCVA, and visitor volume was down just under 8%, or 285,000 less people came to Las Vegas than they did in March of 2024.
So what do you all think? Do you think tourists will come back, or has Trump damaged the brand of America beyond repair? Let me know down in the comments. I would love to keep this discussion going. Otherwise, that's it from me. I also have another video about black folks' hilarious reactions to Target using a black hand in their ads. And if you enjoy such kind of videos, please click up here. Also, consider subscribing, liking and sharing because it helps me grow my channel. But for now, thank you so much for watching. And until the next time, the Joy Report out.